Necak.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Peshek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller, Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Yeah, let's pick up the food that Teresa made for us. Also use the pot. $82 nourishment, that's pretty okay. And we have trunk keys. And we also have a quest. Open quickly. Actually, not this one, but this one, Awakening. So we need to get our things from the trunk. And this is that chest. This is our own chest where we can put stuff in, and what is really good about this, if we go to some other town where we also have a bed where we can sleep, our own bed, this chest is going to share the contents, basically. Whatever we put here, we can pull it out of the other chest. Basically, this goes where we go. Where we have a bed, if we rent a bed in an inn, all of this stuff is going to be there in that chest. So yeah. And also, other thing to point out, there are some maps and also this armor here. You might not have this. This is for pre-ordering the game. Well, with that out of the way, let's pick up some stuff. I'm going to take the food, take 3 savior schnapses. I'm going to grab the lockpicks and some basic armor. Not going to grab everything. Grab some boots. And that is all. Not going to get the other things yet. 94, that's perfect. Okay, we have some thing to wear. Now let's start stealing. I'm mostly opening this stuff to increase my skills, basically. And what is cool now, which we couldn't do before, we picked up some torchlight, so this is saying to us that we can use the torchlight, or we can use Nighthawk potion, but we cannot brew that yet. Probably, maybe buy it somewhere, but we'll be able to make it sometimes soon. Well, not soon, but sometimes in the future, once you learn the alchemy. And what is cool is that we can stash everything that we steal here in this trunk, and later on we can sell it. We find the guy who wants to buy stolen goods, or if that stays a bit in that chest, maybe we can sell it. And that's kind of pretty much why I'm not using all of the armors, why I didn't pick it up, because we would make a lot of more noise once we kind of move around with the chainmail, and yeah. And also we cannot carry a lot, and since we still do not have any quests that require fighting at the moment, I'm not going to use the armor. Yeah, let's speak to Peshek.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Oh, some shady business? Let's see what this is about.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Radzig, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
Okay, I'm going to accept this.
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Okay. We need to find a shovel. It should be somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. I think I saw Teresa get in here. Or not. She went out.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Okay, we'll have something more to talk with her, but I wanna start doing the quests, and later on we'll talk more to Teresa. Yeah, let's not do this right now. Where is Peshek? Okay, let's speak to him again.
Jesus Christ be praised. Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real locks, you have to watch out for the pick. Try it a few more times if you like. Then good luck with the real thing.
Okay, so he's a trainer for lockpicking. Let's speak to him again.
Can you tell me... What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
So in this game, the more we speak, we are going to increase our speech level, which can help us in some conversations. So it's kind of a good idea to speak to NPCs, find more about the world, and also along the way increase your speech. So, yep.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters, but this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all.
Okay, so I'm going to do that quest that we just got. We got Vitality. Like I said, I'm not going to spend talents yet. I just want to open them up. Okay, so here is where we're going now. So some of the side quests, if you do not do them right away, oh, not right away, but if you kind of start doing main missions and kind of leave them for later on, they might get cancelled. So kind of get the side quest. It's a good idea to do it. I'm not going to do all the side quests, like I'm going to focus on main mission first, main missions, and then once we kind of proceed with the story a bit further, I might start exploring and getting the side quests. But for now, I'm going to do the side quests that we kind of get along the way. Not going to like go on a walk about and look for quests. So yeah, that's how it's going to work. There should be like some path leading behind here. By the way, guys, if when I go into woods, the video might get like muddy or something if you're watching on a lower quality, like anything like 1080p. Sometimes it looks okay, but if the quality is not good, try watching in 1440p or even higher if you want. But 1440p should look amazing. If you can watch it in that quality, I really recommend to do so. Okay, so the quest is pretty nearby. Find that grave. Should be... Oh, there it is.
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
See where that ring is, actually. We'll talk to Executioner and then see what actually happened. But it's... Peshek was kind of a bit messing with us. Maybe he knew that there wasn't a ring there. Or maybe not. There's the guy. We can either like try this, so we can try to get him out of here, and then we can see if we can find that ring, or we can like ask him about this. So since I like to open chests, I'm going to go with the second one.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
So he will leave us alone here so we can look through his stuff and see if we can find that ring. And also everything else that we can pick up will do. Pretty sure there isn't anything here. Not really. Okay, let's go into the main house. We have one chest here. It's easy. Better you were kind of skilled at opening this stuff. Like there's a less chance that you will break a lockpick. So even if you kind of go like crazy and do it really fast, it won't break as easily. I've overeaten quite a bit. But since you're not going into fight, it's not a big deal. And there it is. You can see even, like, we are making more noise, but since there are no NPCs around, it's not a big deal. And here's the ring that we needed to get.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Open these two. Could sleep and save, but there's no need at the moment. I'm pretty sure there are no more like stuff here. But let's double check. There might be something in here. Oh, there's a chest. Hey, there's something that we can do. Like, we didn't have any fast travel points in this area, but we have a fast travel point to go back. Which is awesome.
What kind of trick were you trying to pull last time, you cur? I went all the way to the mill for nothing. Clear off and don't show your face here.
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Radzig, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Oh, thanks for your trust. I'm sure that'll come in useful.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Might want to hold one off, but yeah, we'll get something else a bit later. Can sell everything. Much? Oh, he has a lot of money. Nice. Let's haggle. What? Did we sell that stuff? He didn't buy it? For real? Well, this was
here whose owners might...
All right.
this was super weird. Let's try that again. I mean, it looks like he didn't want to buy stolen goods from us for some reason.
Can we do something about the price?
Now it works.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
It's not worth it to me.
See how angry he will be. Let's try something like this.
Tough luck.
Oh man.
I've got some good...
Kinda annoying to do it a few times. Like the first time it failed for whatever the reason was. Yeah, I won't haggle as much this time.
I'd like to
Let's try something like this.
disagree.
Close. Drop the price. Aye, that would do it. Hey!
We can also get those stolen goods that we have here and sell that to him. Actually, those are no longer stolen. Interesting. We can sell that in town later on.
Be a bit more careful.
But let's speak to Teresa again.
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Ratai?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Ratay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all.
Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. So Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here, God bless them.
What about the bandits?
So Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Peshek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Why would Peshek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those humans, they call them, when the humans came, Peshek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard. Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzig. I promised Father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Ratay, and some of the Ratay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka? Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhoyed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
What about Sir Radzig?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Ratay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzig, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
How did you get away from those humans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you... When they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone, and kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother, but he... My brother was dead, but I owe my life and more to you.
And I owe mine to you. The scales are balanced. I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
What are you up to? How would you like to, I don't know, come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much, but I can't right now, Hal. Give me some time to settle in, will you?
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
Okay, so I wanna speak to Peshek again. I think we can train our lockpicking more with him now. As soon as I figure out where he is. Okay.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sasa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is, a loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Would you teach me something about the, milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen.
So we'll learn to pickpocket also from him. And we can also increase our lockpicking and pickpocketing skills later on. So let's do this.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable. But also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out. Carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
Okay, so this is explanation how pickpocketing works. So you can read all of this if you want. I will go to the next page. Okay, so this is the next page of how the things work. But let's actually do it. It's kind of not that hard. I don't think you need to crouch. Let's try it without crouching, actually. Okay, so we need to... No.
I'll stand here. First, once you've try stealing...
Okay. We need to hold the... I kind of pressed it there, so we need to hold it for a few seconds. Okay. Let's say that's enough. We need to get to here, open it, take it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay.
That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Okay, so we can try that again, but there's no point. We'll do that on some other NPCs where we can actually get some loot. Okay, let's do the training.
I hear you're able to open locks without a key. Will you teach me how?
Certainly.
We can increase our skill this way. We do not have to do it this way. We can just open a whole bunch of locks and it's going to increase, but this is kind of, well, the paid way to skip increasing your skill on the locks, I guess. So let's do the beginner.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
So I'm not going to haggle for this.
Now, pay close attention.
You can see we increased our lockpicking, and I'm going to increase it even further. But
will you teach me how to?
Okay, let's do the pickpocketing first, I guess.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Will you teach me how to?
So since we kind of didn't pickpocket at all, we definitely cannot do this, but we can do...
I'll think it over.
And since we were speaking a lot with Teresa and Peshek, we increased our speech, which is awesome. Let's do the lockpicking.
I hear you're able to open locks.
Certainly.
Let's do level 5.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
I'm going to haggle for this, since this is a bit more money.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Since it's you.
Come now, just a little more, and we have a deal. Agreed. Now listen up.
Okay, so now we are kind of done here, so there is nothing more with Peshek. Double checking, but yeah. We should go into town and speak to Sir Radzig, but before we do so, let's actually save the game the free way, like not using the savior schnapps. So I'm going to actually first pick up stuff that I want to sell, then we are going to save the game. So let's go into weapons. I'll pick up that. I will carry a few torches just to have them. And let's see. We'll sell this. I will sell that because it's kind of broken. This chainmail is pretty broken. This is also broken. I'm going to keep this stuff that is on 100% because I'm going to use it later on. But things that are kind of broken, we cannot fix it ourselves. We have to pay in town to get it fixed. We can fix things that are a bit broken, but if it's kind of like a lot broken, we cannot fix it at the moment. So I'm going to sell that stuff, and also let's see what else we can sell here. I do not want to sell maps, of course. See, bandages we definitely do not need that many. I'm going to leave maybe 6 there. Let's pick all of them, and then I will carry 2 or 3 bandages with me all the time, and rest I will sell. Hey, we might need some hides later on for something else, but we can also hunt for that. I'm going to sell. Okay, let's see. This. I'm going to leave the plants since we'll need them for alchemy later on. I'm pretty sure we'll need some hides for some quest. That's kind of usually a hunting quest for sure. I think we are kind of good. Let's see, weapons, armor, good. Food, we could carry some antidote and one or two of these things. I'm going to keep this stuff, not going to sell saver schnapps or this. And on the other tab, yeah, I'm not going to overcomplicate it anymore. So we're kind of carrying a lot of stuff. Oh, and now this is actually stolen. Well, we'll deal with that pretty simple. I kind of wasn't sure because in the trunk it didn't sell it was stolen, but let's sell it to Peshek, then we'll save the game, then we'll go in the town. Come on.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right, let's...
Now it doesn't sell it. Sell it's stolen. I don't know what's the deal. But let's sell it anyway. I'm going to leave 2 bandages. Did I pick up the dagger? Oh. This is not something that we are going to do. This sometimes happens to me, like I wanna sell, and usually in games, like the first one is buy not sell, so I don't wanna buy, I wanna sell. Okay. The basket is empty, we're not paying anything, let's do this. We'll sell all of this stuff. Okay, I'm going to sell this chainmail into town since it's not stolen, and I do not want to take Peshek's money on things that are not stolen. Okay, horse hide, these things, everything that is stolen. Yeah, I think that's that. Let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Agree?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it. All right, so.
Okay, so we are kind of pretty good with money now. Like, yeah, this is kind of pretty good. Did we take grotions from our chest? No, we didn't. There we go. And now we have this much. Pretty good. And we'll sell other stuff in town, but I wanna save the game here, then we'll go to the town. So let's do it for, let's see how much energy we need to restore. It's going to be a night if we do so. So let's actually sleep to the next day for 12 hours, I guess. Okay, let's go into town finally. Well, that was rude. And yet again. That would be much to, like, see that NPCs look if you're near the door and do not close it so you can go through it. And not be rude, but I think that's kinda... we're killing it a bit. Okay, so we need to go here. And unfortunately, we do not have a fast travel there yet. And we need to go here. That's for... to bring that ring to other Miller. And here's Talberg. So we're going to go by foot and open the location, the travel location. And we're going to go to the other towns and to the Miller a bit later on. Like I said, we do not have a horse, even though we can fast travel to some locations without a horse. I'm definitely not going to walk there. I wonder if I kinda jump and waste my stamina, will I increase my vitality? Maybe. That's also pretty... like you're slowing down when you do this, so I don't know. I think it's really not worth doing. Wow. That's really cool. Those god rays. I'm always kinda amazed when I see that. I don't know why.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kobyla of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I kinda wanna go mostly with speech for now because I wanna increase it, so yeah, let's do the speech.
I may not look the part, but I know about honor and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then. Go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
That be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hey!
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Pirkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Pirkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order.
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. A woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
So we got autosave here. We have to go and train with Captain Bernard. He's on the other side of the town. And let's kinda check the quest log for a second. Okay, so it says from mid-morning until evening. Are we doing on time? We'll see when we get there. I'll go straight there and then later on we'll explore the town. Okay, so we have a fast travel point now here, which is awesome. Okay, so let's wait for, I don't know, a few hours. Okay, there's Captain Bernard.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly and keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it.
Okay, this is similar to the training that we did in Scarlet's.
Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Well, not. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. Good. Very. Well done. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike.
Yeah, this is the same thing that we did in Scarlet's. Could have gone to the more advanced stuff right away.
Very good.
But we increased our agility, which is cool, so yeah, it wasn't like that wasteful.
Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Very. That.
So I'm pressing Q to block.
No, again.
You can see on the right, it says.
Not bad. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. Good strike. Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Well, right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside.
Ow!
Very good.
Ow!
Not bad. All right. Good. Very good. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Good. Well done.
Ow.
Nice.
This is really important to learn. That is why we couldn't fight stronger opponents, like that dude that was chasing us from Scarlet.
You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Well done.
I've messed that up.
Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
Ow! Ow!
Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you. All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. But the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. All right. Not bad. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. Not bad. All right. Good. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. Good. Wrong! No, not like that! All right! No, again! Good! No! Well done! No, that's not it! Wrong, damn it! No, again! Wrong!
What?
Wrong! Wrong! Again! Nice! Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Ooh, we got the perk for herbalism. Nice.
Livelihood. Be merciful, good people. Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly.
Yeah, we cannot hit him.
Train it, get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Yeah, that arm guard is really important in real life. Do not wear that and try to shoot the bow. If you hit yourself with a string, it hurts like hell, even with a practice bow. I tried archery for a while. It was fun.
That's it then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Anytime.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good, then let's get to it.
Wonder if I shoot his target. Is did they get the points? I don't think so. Try it one more time. So 11. Okay, doesn't matter which one we shoot. Yes, one more arrow, but we won.
Well, I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent, then let's go.
Let's do this. See if we can block him when he attacks to counter. Or he's waiting for me to attack. Well, I will. He's not half bad. We'll go for the head with poking action. Since we do not know more advanced stuff yet, and he's not wearing a helmet, so poke away.
Well, you got the better of me this time, blacksmith. Must be having an off day.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow. Its best years are behind it anyway.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
I hope he has.
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
Alright, Captain.
Before we get to Bailiff, I wanna sell off some stuff that we have. There's a blacksmith here, so we can try trading with him.
Good day to you.
We could also repair our stuff, but I do not want to waste money on repairing the gear that we have. I'm going to go to sell stuff, and this thing is broken, so we're going to sell it. This thing is almost broken, not so much broken, but still. I'm not going to be repairing that. See, weapons. I'm going to sell one torch, I guess. And let's go to all. Actually, we can go to other first. 2 bandages. We do not need that. I'm going to keep my herbs. And let's see if we have something else here. Ah, that's it. Oh yeah, let's haggle for this.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Are we agreed?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Okay, so we have pretty decent amount of money. It's not a lot, but it's a good start. Okay, there are other traders. Let's use this spot actually. Wonder what's kind of making that noise. Let's see. Okay, that wasn't equipped. Probably this. Okay, now we do not make as much noise. How much noise did that make? Wow, that's kind of a lot. Okay, so we do not have any protection, but yeah, do not need to be clunking around the town if we want to open some chest or something like that. It's a good idea to unequip that stuff. So Bailiff is not outside his palace. So let's go there. Okay, I think this is Bailiff. Yes. We are not going to talk to him right away. We are going to go on a small looting spree. A quick one. Unequipped everything. By the way, guys, if we use this bed here, I do not think the game will save. So if I try to sleep, this is something that I really want to point out. Kind of double tested kind of deal. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to get saved. So we would need to use savior schnapps if we want to do some shenanigans. Let's see, did it save? Nope. So only the beds that you kinda not own, but yeah, this is not our house, so we cannot do that. So guys, let's use one savior. Hey, savior schnapps saves the day. I got cut once. I'm not going to push my luck as much this time. Hey, this is not worth it. One is pretty good. Look at this thing. It's awesome. I'm going to pick up everything above 100. This room... Yeah, we're kind of done with this. I don't want new boots. I'm going to leave this dress, I guess. Not worth it. These very hard ones, I know that we cannot open. This one is very hard, but it's not too difficult, so we can open this one. I kinda pushed it pretty hard. It's not an easy lock, so we should be a bit more careful. There we go. Increased our lockpicking skills. It's not worth it. We cannot read stuff at the moment. I'm not going to pick up books from here. I'm going to pick up the books that increase our skills. Like this is book, for instance, on humans. But there are also books for, I don't know, blacksmithing, repairing, I guess, or lockpicking, or they increase our skills, basically. Hey, this room, I don't want to try, because this is where I got cut. Maybe we can, but really not worth it. I'm going to go back from where I came. Probably knock out that guy there and then steal stuff, but like I said, I really do not want to try it again. Kill this shield? No. Let's see. I think Bailiff is now outside. Here in private area, should be a bit careful. Hey, like, this is... Like, we are going to go back for that later on, but I do not want to spend time reading those now. And messing around with that. I want to do quests. I'll take, I don't know, 3 apples if we need to eat. Oh, we can unlock this one. This one may be fun, like maybe has something interesting in it. It's very hard. Nice. Not as nice as I would think so. Yeah, pick up. No. Let's give them something back. See if we have something that's broken, like these old boots. Yeah. And maybe... I don't know. I think I did enough stealing since we cannot carry any more stuff. I might just unlock some stuff if we have... Oh, this room? I think this is... Yeah, this is jail. Well, if we get caught, they do not have to... If we are already in jail, they do not have to put us in jail. We can save here, interesting. Let's save, why not? I don't know. Or we cannot, I don't know. Doesn't matter. But yeah, if we get caught in jail, we are going to be in jail. Let's get out of here. Okay. Where is Bailiff? Okay, there he is.
Good health to you.
I'm to put myself under the Bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
You can count on me, Bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
Good for you all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
I have, and I have the bruises to prove it. The captain doesn't hold back.
The harder the training, the easier the battle. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, Bailiff.
Be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
This guard standing behind us is scaring me a bit. Hopefully we didn't get caught with stealing.
What's life like in Rattay?
This is a manorial town, and our lord hasn't got himself tangled up in affairs of state, so it's peaceful here.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape, and slaughter. Or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
Hey, hold right there. Show me what you have on you. Look, everything I have.
Apparently we are super lucky. So the save game happened after we finished speaking to Bailiff, autosave, and once I reloaded, the guard didn't want to arrest me for stealing the stuff. So let's go to Archery Mill and we'll stash the stuff away that we stole. That was super weird and super awesome. I didn't know that that could work. So maybe a cheat would be if you are to press escape really quickly and save the game, or go into inventory, drink, save your schnapps, doesn't matter. Maybe you can reload the game and guard is not going to be there. That's an interesting thought that I'm going to try out sometime. So I'm going to stash away some of the stuff, and some of the stuff I will sell. So I wanna keep this jacket because it's pretty awesome. And I'm going to use this one for a while because it's not too heavy. And we'll use, let's see, I wonder about armor, so we're going to stash this. I'm going to keep this with me for now. We're going to stash this away. I'm going to keep one of those. These pants are pretty good. They are stolen. I'm going to stash them away for now. This is kind of heavier than this. This we are going to sell to a Peshek. Is pretty nice. We're going to stash that. I'm not sure if we wear stolen stuff on us. Is it kind of a bad idea? I didn't usually get cut for that, but I'm going to play it safe actually and leave this stuff to kind of sit by a bit. And we're going to sell this because, yeah, like, you don't need that. And dress. Peshek.
God be with you.
I've got some goods.
All right.
Hey, he doesn't have enough money for this. Let's see what we can actually buy off him, so we can get maybe something that's to use of like lockpicks. That's still. Oh, he has a treasure map. Nice. We can get this book. I think we have a dagger already. No. But this is still over his. Let's get one of these, I guess. I don't know. And we'll get something back. I will get this back. Okay. Let's haggle with him.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Yeah, I'm going to wear some of the stolen stuff, but okay, let's see. What's kind of cheap to wear? Oh, we can wear this, I guess. Or this. I don't want to ruin the other one yet. I'm going to use this. And we'll use some boots. Some other ones. Yeah, I'm going to get one hunter boots. Even though it's kind of stolen. I hopefully won't get in trouble for wearing it. And I do not want to like go around naked. So that other is... Okay. I think we are pretty good, so let's save here. So the guy that we need to do the quest with, that guard, he is going to be like, I think to 7 o'clock. So we'll have to do it next day. So I'm going to, and we also need to restore our energy a bit, but not like. I think if we were to go into town, it's going to. We won't have time to do the quest, so we'll have to do it next day. We're going to stop here and continue in the next video. So guys, if you enjoyed the walkthrough so far, make sure you share it with your friends, like the video, and like I've been saying, you know what to do. I'm going to stop being annoying with this after some time, because it's like not needed on the further episodes, because if you gotten that far, you probably already did that a few times, and you've probably already subscribed to the channel and everything else, but on these few videos in the beginning, I'm going to be annoying. So yeah, this is all. See you in the next one.